the other say one must have been you or the year. Otumfour Osei Tutu or just repeat autistic car cross war. Why you need the anywhere? Over to me, I can say one name Otumfour Osei Tutu ya pet. Tie, Mitchell. As somebody ever to Jano, man can't tell what Yanamotia or Mobasa Otumfour Osei Tutu say 2025 project bi a bayan wo Kumasi no ya ba manage wo Kumasi a anko ye se e ba firi akra ana aba Kumasi tie what the asame to ja abra World Banks for Africa and Central Vice President Aya Osmani Diagana eko pie mu wo mansia akwache di entia project your friend is urban mobility and accessibility agency repeat na anu no Otumfour Osei Tutu and you were two na nu mutuo aka nsem bebre 2025 video apasa wonya social contract free aban ho anfana ni ntu aban so tie Otumfour Osei Tutu na account I am Vice President for Central and Western Africa. I am World Banks. I'm Vice President. Asmani dia Ghana. And I call what workers are saying with them. Now, I have a member of the Tomo money. I said Otumfour Osei Tutu anum. Mama Yanjina yam Kodia Batiensam. Nebuza was that. So one another to me a cast way. Adi October just read. One another to me a cast way. Adi October even the rural banks in Ghana.
I believe that your visit will still continue for us to share ideas and find innovative ways of resolving our problems economically, development, social interventions, and everything.
Sure.
I'm aware that when I came last time in 2019, I discussed the generation problems, energy generation problems, where we were talking about we're paying in excess of 500, 600 million at that time for energy that we have not used.
Sure.
And I engaged the president then to find a solution to that in terms of how could we avoid that, because it was eating into our budget.
Sure.
I'm told it's about 1.5 million that we are paying for that, and therefore, at that time I asked your president to give me a grant to cover that. Whilst we did it, we got a technical assistance, a tripartite company, the IFC generation company in Ghana, for us to see how best we can get a technical support to be able to plan to export the excess energy to Burkina Faso, Mali, and others. And Togo and others, the excess one that we have installed, because I think we have 5,000 something installed, and then we have only 3,000 something. So that's one issue that I will get back to you again on that, because I need for us to discuss those things. You've done that with the school feeding, which I appreciate. I remember when I talked to them about, they had withdrawn the 180 million at that time, and I said I should take it before I go back to Ghana, so I got it. And then budgetary support also was withdrawn at that time. You had allocated 500 million for budgetary support, but you said because of the economic situation, the energy situation, you withdraw, that was withdrawn. So these are all issues that I want us to revisit, and but that I will talk to you later on quietly for us to look at it. There are other issues that I'll discuss with you privately for us to know the way forward. That is in the generality of Ghana. I want us to look at it again to see the way we can move on and all that. And coming to the local one, Kumasi is a vibrant city, population-wise, everything-wise, the commercial hub of Ghana. And so looking at the project that you suggested, rapid transport section, I have interest in that, yeah. I know JICA started with a feasibility some time ago, and then it's developed to the World Bank here where we can then put it in fruition. It's been on the drawing board for some time, 2015 and all that. The bureaucracy is something that I don't like at all, you see.
Sure.
And therefore, we have to push it now. The population has increased very much. We have all these transport vehicles, different ones, all moving, fighting for space.
Sure.
That doesn't help with the economic development of the city at all, because everybody is clamoring going to the center. The buses are, the trotro, all these things are there. And if you calculate in terms of how many hours that it costs to do business,
Sure.
in terms of diesel, petrol, and all those things, you find that it's costing the economy so much that it's something that we may have to look at. And then the employment that it creates also,
Sure.
in relation to having a rapid transportation. The 28-kilometer one from Ejusu down to a Buakwa section, for example, if we could have that rapid transport and the movement of goods, passengers and everything,
Sure.
and then the ease with which we can do business together, it's something that we may have to look at seriously. I don't know what is the country director can tell. I don't know what has delayed this, but the project office, we should own it. It should be here. The project shouldn't be running from Accra when you have a project in Kumasi. The project unit should be here, and the project coordinator must also be resident here.
Sure.
So that at least the stakeholders, the district assemblies, would be able to coordinate with them to know how it goes. So these are issues that I want us to look at properly to bring it to fruition. Because if we don't do that, I've always said that it takes time for the World Bank to take a decision. Bureaucracy, going to the desk of this one, approving and all that. But this one, we know the reason why we need that.
Sure.
Therefore, why can't we implement it? 2025 is about 10 years we've been talking about this. If we had done it earlier, it would have helped with the economy, it would have helped with employment. We have the available human resources. All these young ones are all university graduates and others here.
Sure.
We have the K University producing all these students and all those things. So, in terms of development, if we have the infrastructure, then everything will be fine. I cannot depend on the politicians for my development. I don't want to depend on them. So let's have a social contract and then we do it.
Sure.
So this is something that I want us to look closely and then do it. I don't know the team, but I want to meet the team after they've left so I know who are working on this rapid transport thing.
Sure.
So that we can take it up further. And then if I have to go to the Accra office for them to take you to Washington to defend, then we look at it and do it properly.
Sure.
The president is not going to go, but you allocate some money for that. So we know. So the country director can do it for us.
Sure.
I thank you for this visit, but we'll continue further with other discussions.